Black men don't belong to black women any more than black women belong to black men. With that said, everybody can date and marry who they want to, and they should not have their choices, I think, scrutinized. It's not a secret that a lot of black men, not all, a lot of black men carry with them a lot of baggage into their relationships. And that baggage includes a lot of self-hate and a lot of disdain for themselves, the women who share their features and the women who share their culture, and not much love for the black community. We could go on and on about the psyche of the average black male, especially the black male in America. And we can explore why that makes him make the romantic choices that he makes. But the bottom line is, since we're all free creatures in a free country, black men are free to date and marry whoever they want, even if their motives are wrong, even if they are doing it for the wrong reasons. If they are dating or marrying non-black women out of spite for black women or out of spite for the black community, they can still do that. They're not hurting black women. They're hurting themselves, and unfortunately, they're hurting the non-black women that they are romantically involved with. I am not one of those black women who sees a black man with a non-black woman and then I get upset and feel like, he's left me or he's left the community. I don't take it personally because I know he has free will and he's a free creature and he can make that choice. Just like I made the choice to be with a non-black man. It is up to each individual to decide who is the best romantic choice for them. Unfortunately, I think you're right. A lot of the black men who decide to be with non-black women are doing it for the wrong reasons. However, they can still do it for the wrong reasons. The sad part about it is, a lot of times the unions between non-black women and black men don't last. But on the other hand, when black women date and marry out, those unions tend to last a long time. They tend to be permanent unions, and they're very rewarding, and both parties involved are very happy. It's a totally different dynamic when you have a black woman and a non-black man as opposed to when you have a black man and a non-black woman. That's just where we are mentally. We're in different places. Unfortunately, black men have a lot of baggage. Not all black men, but most black men, especially black men in America. They have a lot of baggage, and they take that baggage into romantic unions with them. Unfortunately, the women of any color, whether they are black, white, Asian, and Hispanic, those women suffer for that. So when these black men date or marry non-black women, honestly, if we look at the whole picture, when they are doing it for the wrong reasons, they're doing black women a favor, because that takes that heavy off of the black woman who would normally have to cuddle him, and support him, and that puts the heavy on another woman of another race, of another community. It relieves the stress from a black woman. Too many women involved in romantic unions with black men spend too much time trying to fix that black man, trying to make that black man into the kind of man that they have fantasized about. But unfortunately, you can't raise a grown man twice. If he is not happy with himself and is not going to make a good partner, and he's over 21, chances are you're not going to be able to fix and mold and change him. If he's not already quality, I don't see where the black woman is going to be able to fix him and make him quality. And I know that a non-black woman can't, because a lot of times they don't understand a black man like the black woman can. When we as black women marry non-black men, we understand them because we have been raising men of different races for centuries. We understand as earth mothers our own men, and we understand as earth mothers the men of other races, because we're the mothers of all. Unfortunately, because of the social conditions that black men are in, a lot of people who are outside of the culture cannot understand it, cannot support them, and cannot fix them. I have a lot of black friends who are married to black men and they're not happy with those men. I have some non-black friends who are married to black men. They're not happy either. And you know what? The complaints are the same from the non-black women just like they are from the black women. So when these black men are dating and marrying out for the wrong reasons, they're not hurting black women. Oftentimes, really, if we are honest with ourselves, they're doing us a favor. They are putting black women in a position to make other choices and to see what their other choices are. And a lot of times, I think most of those times, they're better choices for black women. They are quality men of other races who don't have the issues and the baggage oftentimes that these self-hating, not all black men, but these self-hating black men bring to the unions. So we don't need to have an attitude or look back at these black men who are leaving. Let them go. They're not hurting us. Really, they're doing us a favor. Unfortunately, for non-black women, a lot of times they are hurting them. When you don't love yourself, I love to say it, when you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. The good book says, I think I've said this in 3 videos, love your neighbor as you love yourself, and ultimately that's what every last one of us does. So if you don't have a love and appreciation for your black self, your black history, and your black culture, when you marry a black woman, you're not going to appreciate her. And when you marry a non-black woman, you're not going to be able to appreciate her either. So just let them go. Let them do what they think they can do to find happiness. And as black women, we need to forge ahead and move on and exercise our options and our rights to be in romantic unions that are rewarding.